Hello there, welcome to Saberjaw Gaming, where we always take the high ground, and welcome back to part 5 of our playthrough of Star Trek Resurgence on the PlayStation 5. This is a Telltale series type game made by the designers of the Telltale series games that we saw on the PlayStation 4 and 5. But it is in the Star Trek universe. I have already done 4 episodes of this. So if you're interested in finding out the backstory, please feel free to go back and watch those. I think I've done it as a playlist. But if not, I will make sure to do that at the end of this stream. Oh, Gaming Lord 04 with a sneak attack. You cheeky little person, you. How are you doing, man? How are you doing? We're just getting back into this. It's been 2 weeks since I've done a stream on this one, so... Gamer Lord says I'm doing alright. That is good to hear. It is always good to see the great Gaming Lord 04 on one of my fortunate little streams. Oh, these look sad.
Saved as many Lydian lives as you could. And more importantly, you looked after your crew. That's what counts. You have to look out for your own, first and foremost.
I just wish I could have saved them all.
We all do. But you did the best you could. So, no point beating yourself up over it. Unfortunately, the Admiral was among those who didn't make it. I'm sure it's a huge blow to the Lydians. I hope they don't blame us. We suffered our own losses as well.
How are we getting our away team back?
Ambassador Spock and the rest of the senior
I do like that uniform. The Star Trek uniforms go through a whole range of different looks. But this one where the colour is just underneath the main uniform with like the dark grey shoulders always looked a little bit more cool. Magnificent logo. Says just saw 28 years later, and oh my god, what a surprise, the ending. Well, don't say anything else because I haven't seen it yet.
You know what's at stake for me here, and what is at stake for you too. I can't.
But it's good to know that it's a good film.
And I'm really counting on your support. I don't want to raise a false alarm just yet. But I have every confidence we can wrap this up before it gets any worse than it already is.
I'll follow your lead. You can keep this under wraps for now.
Always nice to know you have my back. One of the primary reasons I brought you on board. I made the right decision.
You should know you can always count on me, no matter what.
I appreciate that.
We're ready in the briefing room, Captain.
On our way.
I have no idea what I just agreed to, by the way, because I wasn't paying attention.
Unfortunately, no. Somehow they were able to mask the signature and block our ability to track their trajectory.
I'm also concerned about what went with them. A Taconian energy source.
Magnificent asked if I watched any of the 28 movies. I have. I've seen both of the other 2.
It's more powerful than any energy source on record. It disabled our ability to warp and likely created the ion storm.
Something that powerful in their hands?
We have to find that ship.
It could be anywhere by now.
Literally anywhere.
We should alert all stations to keep an eye out for that particular ship.
You're saying we should warn the entire galaxy?
I'm saying we do the math. Calculate their maximum speed against a given time interval. That
Smart.
gives us an expanding radius of where they might be at different periods of time. We alert the stations at each radius at regular intervals. It's casting a wide net, but it's at least worth a shot.
A sound approach.
The Takan also compromised our system.
You know, if Spock tells you you're doing the right thing, you're set.
What was lost as we speak. It's just too soon to say exactly what.
It's also, by the way, ridiculously hot here in the north of England today.
There are too many unknowns.
They
Sweating.
stole our data. That's reason enough to warn Starfleet.
But the captain does have a point. Might be better to wait until we know more.
I would have to agree with the captain. There's no point causing undue panic based purely on speculation.
We need to know more before we go off half-cocked sounding the alarm. I want to speak with the Hotari and get to the bottom of this before we get Starfleet involved.
I expect we'll meet resistance. The Hotari think we violated our neutrality by entering their minds.
So I've upset 2 people to keep the captain on board.
We still
Let's
have
keep the captain on my side anyway.
And the Elydians.
The Takan are a threat to both their civilizations.
No. They're a threat to us all. The device Commander Rydek found in the Taconian vault is an advanced delivery mechanism for a complex biogenetic transformation process.
Meaning what, exactly?
Not only are they bioforming innocent hosts, transforming them into Takan, they're taking the DNA and engrammatic data of a specific Taconian and displacing that of its host. It's a hostile takeover on a cellular level.
Ooh.
Bringing individual Takan back to life, one by one.
Is there some way it could be reversed?
That's exactly what I've been trying to find out. So far, it appears the answer is no. Once the Taconian takes control, the
They should make this into a Star Trek film. This is a
good
good story, to be fair.
Permanent. Petty Officer Maris called herself a scion of the Flame, but the computer had no information about it.
She also shot the hell out of my ship as she escaped and nearly killed a few of our crew. So we know this about those scions. They're dangerous.
The Takan have crossed a line. That much is certain. However, meeting with the Hotari could offer insight into their true intentions. Under the pretense of an apology for betraying their trust and trespassing on their territory.
Given the options, this might be our best chance to find out more about what they have planned.
I couldn't agree more.
With the Cartabula gone, I can confirm we have regained warp capability and the use of our transporters.
Excellent. Commander Irma,
Cool.
see if we can arrange a meeting on Hotari as soon as possible. As Ambassador Spock suggested, under the pretense of an apology.
Aye, Captain.
Nice work, everyone.
You're long overdue for a Diridium infusion.
It looks like I am.
Okay, let's go get my medical done. Basically, she's a species that's short on, that basically can't manage without a specific drug
Nice to
away
get some
from home.
Positive news for a change.
You, I don't worry about. The captain, however,
Go on.
you see it, don't you? He's desperate. Withholding intel from Starfleet just to save his reputation. That's not normal behavior for a captain. And you encouraged him. Which was disappointing when you showed you were willing to defy the captain by reversing whole polarity back at Starbase. You've spent enough time with him now, seen enough of how he runs this ship. If there's something wrong, as the ship's doctor, I need to know. Don't sugarcoat it. You know I wouldn't.
To be honest, I'm worried about him. It seems like the stress of this mission is getting to him. He has so much riding on its success, and I am concerned he'll do something rash to ensure it.
To know we see eye to eye on this. And I want to be clear, I care about Solano, I really do. I've been his doctor for years. There are more important things at stake than offending an old friend. If it gets any worse, you know where to find me.
Why do I feel like this story is going to take me head to head with the doctor?
Jara.
Monitor
Or the
your
captain.
iridium levels. I'll be right back.
How's your wound?
Like it was never there. I feel lucky you were there with me. Without you, I'd be, well... Thank you for saving my life. Even with the wonders of your technology, it wouldn't have mattered if you'd left me for dead.
You're welcome. Just doing my job.
I'll never forget it.
She's huge. Like, she towers over me.
Down in those mines, what Sidron and Galvin really are. who they've become, the lengths they're willing to go to, what they did to that Lydian. It's hard to accept that everything I thought I knew, so much was a lie. The horror of that underneath our feet the entire time.
It's always better to know. No matter how awful, the truth is better than living with a lie.
I am coming around to that thinking as well.
Commander Rydick, you're needed on the bridge at once.
What is it?
The Hotari have agreed to meet.
Okay. Let's go meet the Hotari again then. Oh, well, apparently not. I'm playing as the others now.
Found us yet.
We can't just wait to be rescued. We have no idea when or if the Resolute is going to catch up. But if we can get access to the Zeldi systems, we might be able to figure out what the Takan are up to. You got somewhere we could do that? For how uptight the Elydians are, the cargo bay is kind of a mess.
Come on, Carter. We need to stick with the tall guy.
Looks airtight and climate controlled. Must be where they put the precious cargo.
Guess I'm searching everywhere.
Huh. Elydian consoles still have mechanical keyboards as a backup. Power cells. Elydians must supplement main system power with these. No time to look over here. I better follow Major Arminta. Good thing this was here. Made it a lot easier to transport across the ship. If we took another second, Miranda might have...
Oh, what's that?
Based on how this is reinforced, it probably contains dilithium. Stray phaser blast could cause a piezoelectric rupture and blow a hole in the ship. Better be careful. Up there? All right. Etzelar, let's do this.
The internal sensors.
The what?
When they scan the ship for life signs, they'll know right where we are.
There must be devices that perform the scan.
Right there. And there. There's several of them around the room.
Got it. We'll disable them.
How? They're too high to reach, even for me.
Not too high for our phasers.
Low power, Nelly. Let's not set off any fire alarms.
I got the ones over here.
Okay. I guess I'm blasting these.
Got one. Another down.
Hurry, Carter!
I am.
Where's the other one? Oh, there it is.
Here it comes.
Oh, crap. Oh.
It worked. They
Whew.
won't be able to detect us.
That buys us
Thought
some
I'd
time.
missed that last one then.
Now that the Zeldi has its power again, I might be able to access some of the ship's systems from here. I'll take care not to give away our position.
The Takan might not even know we're still on board this ship. Miranda only saw us transport away. She probably thinks we're back on the Resolute.
Miranda.
Don't give up on her yet, Carter. For all we know, she was trapped, watching it happen. Fighting it the whole time.
It never hurts to hold on to hope. Especially when it's someone you care about.
And I know it looks bad, but we're gonna get her back. I won't let her go. I know
I'm guessing that's the whole thing is going to be that they're going to be able to reverse it.
But maybe there's a way to turn her back and Miranda could help us stop the Takan. Here, on the ship. Just because the Trill joining is permanent doesn't mean the Takan bioforming has to be.
I've heard enough of your prattling on about your friend. You have to think like a soldier. She's our enemy now. She'll be dealt with like the rest of the Takan.
My friend Miranda is not responsible for what she's doing. The Takan have taken control of her mind. We certainly can't kill her for it.
Speak for yourself. If anyone threatens the Empire, they are the enemy. It's just one life, and it's already been lost.
You don't get to talk about Miranda.
You don't get to ignore the truth.
We don't like this any more than you do. The Takan are a threat to all of us. They turned our crewmates too. Do you really think they're gonna stop there?
All I know is that more of my people have been lost to the transformation than yours. Not to mention my admiral and the others who didn't survive your rescue attempt. Our losses are mounting. Yours are just beginning.
We're stuck on this ship, same as you.
Come on, guys. Let's work together, shall we?
I'm blocked out of helm control. Propulsion? And they're closing down systems faster than I can check them. They're always changing these interfaces. I can hardly keep up.
Let us help.
Fine. They're using a senior officer's access code to lock down our systems from the bridge. The Takan must have turned someone in command.
Oh, this is hard.
Here's
There we
something.
go.
I can see the course they have plotted in. We're headed to the edge of the galaxy.
Nothing but uninhabited systems along the way. And if we keep going, we'll leave charted space. A lot sooner than I like to think about, too.
That can't happen. We need to take control and turn this ship around. Get back to the front lines of the battle for Elydia.
We are on the front lines. They're going to do this all over the quadrant. The whole Federation is at risk.
That is a possibility, but it's already a reality for my people.
I'm sure it's pretty damn real for the people who are trapped in their own bodies controlled by the Takan. You can't just turn your back on them.
I'll take this ship without you if I have to. And I'll bring it back to Elydia, or I'll destroy it. I won't let it stay in the hands of the enemy.
Aren't you supposed to be some kind of diplomat?
Military attaché.
Well, you're not exactly building a coalition here.
The time for diplomacy is over. This is war. And I haven't forgotten how to wage it.
The most important thing is that we get control of this ship, so that we don't end up so far away that the Resolute can't ever catch up to us.
And if we control the Zeldi, that also means they can't use that Cartabula thing.
I'm not sure we can do much more from here.
What's this? It's a data stream.
It looks to be a two-way communication.
Okay.
Let me see if I could put it through a demultiplexing processor.
Can you get that clearer?
I'm trying. Okay.
There we go.
That should do it.
Hello? Can you read me?
Tasker, is that you?
Major!
It's my lieutenant. Where are you?
I'm here with some of the others. We're trapped in the ATP.
Our artillery targeting platform.
The bulkheads are sealed, and ruptured power conduits on the other side are discharging at high voltage. Major, we've seen Sidron and the other Hatari, and if we can get free, I think we'll be able to overpower them and take back the ship.
Tasker.
I mean, let's assume this isn't just a trap, which there's every chance it will be.
Are you still there?
You shouldn't trust anyone else you meet. The Hatari have been transforming people on this ship. We've seen it happen.
Yeah, I think this is a trap.
It's only a matter of time before any remaining crew are turned against us. You have to come and help us.
I gotta ask, are you sure that's really your comrade?
It's Itasca. You're going to have to trust me. I know Lieutenant Itasca well. That's her. Clear and not under duress beyond our current circumstances. I'm sure of it.
I can do that, Major.
Then we don't have time to lose.
If we want him to trust us, we're gonna have to try and trust him.
Free you from the ATP.
We'll be ready and waiting, sir.
I may not know the computers very well, but I know every inch of this ship. I can get us there, safely, through the back routes.
I like how we've got these little, tiny little phaser things, and he's carrying like some sort of massive assault weapon.
Approach.
Your Majesty, an apology is in order. The Federation...
Spare us your apologies, your excuses, your pathetic explanations. You said you were here under the pretense of peace, yet you trespassed into our minds. I should have known you couldn't be trusted when you sided with the Illidians. Your intentions have been clear from the start.
I take full responsibility for my actions, which were entirely my own, not the Federation's.
How noble.
Your Majesty, if I may.
Your actions nearly caused a war.
I was addressing the Queen.
Galvin speaks for the Hotari now.
Fortunately, we were able to resolve this ourselves despite your interference. The Illidians have agreed the mines will remain under Hotari control.
We now recognize the Hotari as the sole authority in this region. Your presence here is no longer necessary.
So you can consider the matter resolved?
That makes no sense. What did they do to you?
They convinced us that this was the best deal we were going to get.
I thank you for coming. But the sooner the Federation leaves, the better.
The hell we will.
Captain?
What about my crew trapped aboard that ship? Or what you did to my security team? The data you stole? I want to make one thing clear. No one is to leave Hotari space without Federation approval. No one.
You think you have that power, when in fact you have none. You came here under the presumption you would be the ultimate authority. That you would show up and render judgment in this petty dispute over precious resources between lesser people. But instead, your arrogance and self-interest was your undoing. Blinding you to the real power at work here. Something far beyond your feeble imagination.
Enough of this nonsense. You're not fooling anyone. We know you're Takan.
I don't know if I've done the right thing saying that.
A word I haven't heard in a very long time. At the height of our power, the Takan Empire spanned hundreds of thousands of light years and trillions of Taconians.
An empire that encompassed what is now considered Federation territory.
What's yours was what's ours. So it feels only right that we reclaim what was lost. Everything you hold dear will be gone. The first of many painful losses to come.
That may play well with your bioformed friends. But your empty threats don't scare us.
Just a friendly word of caution. You'll know when I'm threatening you. You might be surprised how many want to be part of the most advanced civilization the galaxy has ever seen. We will not stop until we've reclaimed what is rightfully ours. Imagine what a queen, a starship captain, or even a Federation ambassador could accomplish if their power was wielded by a truly superior entity. In the face of such impossible odds against an adversary so clearly more advanced in every way,
creepy.
The only logical choice is to submit.
Never.
Oh, watch out.
Seize them.
Oh, crap.
Get us out of here.
Dun, 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 dun. I feel like watching some Star Trek, actually.
Rydick to Resolute. Beam us out.
Yeah, we're in some serious trouble here.
You ever done something like this before?
Close quarters combat? Infiltrating an enemy stronghold?
Something like that.
I once spent 6 days crawling through sewers during the siege of Tofar Ket to retake the citadel there. That's just one of many campaigns I've served in. My dress uniform is well decorated.
I'm glad we're here with you. We need your kind of experience.
I should say you do. And I'll be glad to have Lieutenant Itasca with us. She fought shoulder to shoulder with me in that siege.
So you're pretty close, huh?
She's like a daughter to me. She's saved my life more than once. She's more than just a comrade in arms.
That must mean she's a good soldier.
The very best.
We saved your life. What does that make us?
We aren't out of danger yet. But once we have my comrades, proper soldiers, we'll be able to retake the bridge. Then, our fleets will catch up to us. The ATP...
Hartley Quinn says, ooh, track time, Saber. Yes, it is. It's been about 2 weeks since I played this game, so I thought better jump into it. Spend a bit of time in Star Trek before watching SmackDown later tonight.
Is this the artillery platform?
This is the power distribution for the forward armament cluster. There was combat here. Disruptor burns on the walls. Signs of a grenade detonation.
I can see why they're trapped in there. But that's gonna be just as hard for us to cross.
We'll need to find a way to get in there and shut down the power. The distribution conduits have been knocked loose. The currents in those lines would be lethal. Is there any way to power those down?
Each circuit has a control panel that regulates power to the magnetobanks.
Track connections between the power lines and the control panels. I should be able to clear a safe path to your crew.
We'll get the door open here.
Okay.
It's heavy.
Oh, great. Just me, then. Where's the consoles? There's one. Okay, let's try and do this without getting absolutely fried. Okay, there's one. Okay, so I can't go that route. Go down the ladder. Oh. Okay then, down one ladder, up another. Hey, okay. Oh crap. Well, I guess that was being a little bit too easy. Ooh, crap. Didn't see him there. Hello, Eli. Forgive me, I'm currently under phaser fire. Yeet right back at you, dude.
Federation, you made it.
How are you doing tonight?
There's a lot of collateral damage out here.
Thought I'd do a little bit of Star Trek before watching SmackDown later on.
Put some space between us and the enemy. They're here. Get down.
I think they've given up on capture.
Glad you're doing okay, dude.
You, give me a hand with this.
Oh, what are we doing?
Go, go! Behind us!
Oh, Big Bang! Objects will explode when shot. Use these objects to take out multiple enemies. Oh!
Federation, you take the lead. We'll keep them busy.
Why is it always me? Right, okay. Another shot. Like how my colleagues are just... Oh, crap. Oh, crap.
Hold them back! We can't let them reach the stairs!
Oh, crappens. Oh, I'm dead. It's gonna make me do that again now, isn't it? Oh. Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe. Oh, they got me. Okay. Let's try this again.
Fall back!
Think I need to hold off using the blowing up their tanks until they get a little bit nearer.
Hold them back! We can't let them reach the stairs!
Oh, crap. This sucks. I just keep getting killed.
Fall back! Hold him back! We can't let him reach the stairs!
Oh, yes. That's better. Oh, dear. Quick. No, 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 no. Oh, not again. This is annoying. Right, if it doesn't work this time, I'm going to do it on story mode, see if that works better.
Fall back! Hold him back! We can't let him reach the stairs!
It'll be funny, there's only so many times I can do this same scene. Okay, kept them at distance there. Come on, blow up one of them canisters, dude. Stand up. No, stand up and blow up the canister.
Come on, hurry!
Okay, okay, we're making it, we're making it. Get out, get out, get out. Just run. Run.
No! You can't just run in there.
You must live to fight.
Okay. Come on, let's get out there, dudes. Whew, okay. Well, they definitely know we're on board now.
We let the enemy take them. Hadri and Private Turo.
They weren't the only ones. But if we hadn't, it would have been all of us. I'll have to live with that. And I'll answer for it when I die. It's not the Illidian way to leave one of our own behind. It's a sin to do so.
We're not gonna die. Not if I have anything to say about it.
It's more important that we win. When we were in there, trapped, we agreed that we had to live to fight. Hadri agreed. We said, if one of us was taken, the others wouldn't stop. We'd keep going, make our way to the bridge. They died so we could fight on.
The Takan don't want them dead.
They want to steal their bodies. And steal their minds.
The Takan knows everything the host knows.
That means they know our plan. They know we're heading to the bridge.
Oh, crap. Well, that's some bad news. Didn't know that bit.
Tylus, you should be in sickbay.
I'll finish this.
I couldn't just lie there knowing the entire fate of Hotari hangs in the balance. How did it go? You look exhausted.
I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty rough.
Oh no. That's what I was afraid of. I heard a rumor that they'd made a deal, that the Illidians agreed to peace. After what we saw Sidron do to the diplomat in the mines, I could hardly believe there was hope, but then... Is that true?
I'm afraid the truth is far worse than that.
There's no deal.
No. They're all Takon now. The Hatari, the Elydians. Everyone.
No. That can't be true.
I'm sorry.
Where will I go? I can't go back. I don't have a home anymore. Everything I've ever known is gone.
Hatari isn't lost yet. This is far from over. It will be your home again, I promise.
It's a bold promise.
Thank you.
The Federation stands with the Hatari. You don't have to doubt it for a second.
Yellow alert.
Commander Rydick, we need you on the bridge immediately.
Okay. Let's see what this is about then.
We've got an Elydian ship, the Veskar, rapidly bearing down on our position.
Or what was the Veskar. Now I'm not so sure.
Bring it up on the view screen.
600 kilometers in closing. Still coming straight for us. Commander?
Should we put our shields up? Just as a precautionary measure.
I'd like to avoid escalating this any more than we have to. Whatever the hell this is.
400 kilometers in closing.
I mean...
Shields up. Ready phasers.
Shields up. Phasers ready.
What?
Incoming.
I've just asked if he wanted shields up.
Lock phasers and open fire.
Heavy damage. But deflectors still at full power?
That bypassed our shields entirely.
That's impossible. God damn it, return fire. Everything we've got. Rydick, modulate the shield frequencies. See if we can get us any cover.
Commander,
I've got this. Just keep firing.
Shields still have no effect.
That doesn't make sense.
I'll try another. There!
We've got incoming! How do they keep matching our shield frequency?
They couldn't. Unless... They've compromised our shield algorithms. They can bypass our shields at will.
What?
Captain!
He's out cold.
Guess I'm the captain now.
Why'd they stop?
Damage report.
Running on emergency power. Major hull damage on decks 4 through 7. Warp core is stable and intact.
We're completely vulnerable.
Commander, we're being held by the Veskar. It's Galvin.
On screen.
Commander Rydick, where's your captain? Not dead, I hope. At least, not yet.
Don't take it personally, but he had better things to do than talk to you.
Did he? Well, perhaps he's busy repairing his pathetic little ship. I have to give you credit, Commander. You survived longer than I thought you would. But make no mistake, your shields are useless, your weapons ineffective, and there's nothing you can do.
I believe them.
I could destroy you at any moment. But I'd rather hear your pleas for mercy first. Your existence is entirely in my hands, and I'm not in a forgiving mood.
It's entirely possible you could destroy us. But the truth is, we're worth more to you alive than dead. Better if we report back to Starfleet about the power of Takonian technology, and the futility of fighting it.
There might be value in that. I've been thinking about what you said, Commander. I don't think you'll find my threat so empty now.
The Veskar's weapons are powering up.
Crap.
But I don't
Interesting.
So I've decided to let you live. Because there's merit to the idea you're worth more to me alive. Tell your Federation the Takan are as merciful as they are powerful. That you were fortunate to escape with your lives.
This isn't over.
I assure you, we've only just begun.
I've lost their signal.
Can you track their warp signature?
Nothing.
Great. So basically we're at war with an ancient civilization that's able to just biologically overwrite anybody and then knows everything they know.
What's the status of the repairs?
Hull breach should be patched up in a matter of hours. Impulse power is at 67%. Should be fully restored soon.
Still no luck tracking Galvin's warp signature. They've all but disappeared.
Keep trying. Finding that son of a bitch is the best shot we've got.
Commander Rydek, you had the Khan after the ship was attacked. What is your assessment, given our current situation and the losses we have suffered?
It would appear we are severely outmatched.
In that case, we might have an option. Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire. If anyone could find Galvin, it would be him.
That's assuming he's willing to help us.
True, but there's only one way to find out.
Wouldn't we need to secure authorization from the Federation Council to contact him?
The nearest Federation outpost is Andoria. I can travel there by shuttle and inform them personally of the threat from the Takan. Meanwhile, the Resolute can travel to the Delphi Ardu system in search of Portal 6-3.
I still have my doubts.
I do not. Captain William T. Riker has first-hand experience with the area and with...
Oh, we're gonna get Riker.
His guidance will prove invaluable and should alleviate your concerns.
Delphi Ardu 4 is a restricted zone for good reason. For all we know, we could be walking into a trap. Not to mention the high likelihood Portal 6-3's allegiance will be with the Takan. It's just too much of a risk. A waste of time. Time we can't afford to lose.
Right now, we have no way of knowing where those two Elydian ships are, or where they're going. Another Taconian might be able to at least point us in the right direction.
Or we're the ones pointing him right toward his fellow Takan, making the problem worse.
I am inclined to agree with Commander Rydek. Her logic is sound. This portal may have knowledge that proves to be invaluable, including information on the nature of the Cartabula. We must act on the facts at hand.
Then we'll give it our best.
I'll arrange a meeting.
Okay. I'm buzzing Riker's in it. I've already actually got a picture from this game with Riker in, so I've got the thumbnail ready for the next stream already, guys.
I wish you luck finding Portal 6-3. The very future of the Federation may rest in your hands.
It takes a minimum of 8 crew on the bridge to run the ship, so we can expect at least that many hostiles.
If they bioformed Hadri, they know we're coming.
Which means everyone needs to be ready for
this.
Now what? We need that door sealed.
We can handle that. Where do you need us?
There's an access panel there. You should be able to patch into the local systems.
We'll be shot getting there.
I'll cover you. On my signal. Now!
Damn.
Looking for the bridge doors.
Okay.
What's this?
Got something?
Gravity. If I invert the artificial gravity inside the bridge, that'll throw anyone on the bridge right up into the seal.
He'll never see it coming.
Itaska, get ready to charge.
Charge?
Reversing gravity polarity. Now!
down. What are we gonna do with them?
We don't have time to take prisoners.
So you're just gonna shoot them?
I haven't decided yet.
That's not just up to you.
I'm the ranking officer.
And we're not in your army.
These prisoners can be useful to us. But if you kill them, we'll never know.
I can live with that.
Well, I can't.
Can we stun them? Our phasers have a stun option.
Not a soldier. This is clearly my territory.
You think you have enemy combatants here? This is a hostage situation. Each one of them has an innocent life inside. I'll keep watch on them.
As will I. We can't let our guard down around the enemy.
What?
Petty Officer Diaz and I will figure out how to stop the ship.
Let's hurry. The rest of the Takan could show up any minute. Crystals. They're all over this place. Look here. It's navigational data.
We saw that already. Headed to the edge of the galaxy.
It's only a display. We couldn't use it to change course or alter speed.
We're gonna be there in less than an hour.
We can't let that happen.
Hold on, it would take days to go this distance with our fastest ship. We're traveling at a warp factor many times greater than this ship should even be capable of.
Yeah, I think they've adapted our ship.
Kind of speed.
Crystals are Takan technology. They seem to be active, just like the rest of their tech. Tetrametric pulses.
Tetrametric?
It's the energy signature of Takan technology. Everything they make gives off this type of radiation.
They're blocking the inputs. It's not responding at all. Everything I try, it just ignores me.
Maybe we should try that other console.
Good idea.
Gotta figure this out before we get wherever we're going. If the Resolute can't catch up to us, we're in a whole different kind of trouble.
I'm pretty sure it can't.
Two interfaces on top of each other.
This is not Lydian programming.
It's the Takan language.
From what
I mean,
can
I
tell,
could have told you that. You had to use the tricorder for that one, dude.
Which is the opposite of how most bridges work. They usually send commands, not receive them.
It's from an intrusive program. This control station won't do us any good either. What have they done to this bridge?
Consoles running themselves, some clogged up with crystals that are sending off tetrametric pulses.
But none of this is sending signals outward. It's receiving.
So it's being controlled from somewhere else?
Flying the ship from somewhere else.
Boom.
That should be impossible.
I am Starfleet quality.
If they aren't flying the ship from the bridge, where are they controlling it from?
Any trouble?
Don't worry about me. worry about Stretch over there.
Why?
He's looking for any excuse to vaporize the prisoners. But I'll make sure he doesn't. Even if they're the enemy, it's not right.
I'm here if you need a hand.
Just hurry up and figure out this bridge. That's the best way to help.
Okay.
Careful where you point that thing.
It's not active. I can't see any way this would work as a weapon. It's dead.
Out of ammo?
Not sure.
And here's a tricorder.
Where's the captain?
Captain Ostego did not survive the atmosphere poisoning.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He died defending the Empire. That's how he'd want it.
Okay, what's left to scan? Oh, maybe I just need to speak to him.
Everything under control?
Yes. These Takan haven't made a move. Yet.
And what you're doing is working.
There's plenty more I can do. But it doesn't have to be that way. As long as they behave.
What have we missed? What's that? Oh.
Engine's a red line, running at full power. But this main drive manifold is spiking way over nominal levels.
Very dangerous.
Even at 100% output, the warp cores wouldn't push this much plasma to the drive section.
The reactor output matches the high speed, doesn't it?
Whether it's these crystals, or the power from the Cartabula, the Takan have found a way to increase the engine output and top speed. We have to find a way to hit the brakes before we outrun anyone who could help us.
We stop it, so they can't get this ship where they're going, and enact the next phase of their plan. That is, if they don't destroy us all first. I would have thought this ship would disintegrate going this speed. But somehow, that hasn't happened yet.
That's just two sides of the same coin.
It's what?
Either way, we both want to stop the Zeldi.
Ah, yes. And we will find a way to do it.
I hate to think what the Cartabula could do if it was plugged into something it was meant to power. That's everything. We got some answers.
Did we?
Like what they tell us,
I mean, I could have told you everything we found so far.
What's left is to make these Takan talk. And if they don't, we'll dispose of them.
Hey, that's not how we do this.
That is enough from you.
Oh, crap.
I thought that thing was useless.
It was. No power. Until he touched it.
Their tech is biocoded.
Our technology will only work for one of our kind.
I can assure you, this weapon works just fine for me.
Slow down, Arminta.
You can't control the ship with a disruptor.
But I can use it to control you.
Ah!
Let's talk.
Oh, we're getting Riker.
The Titan's communications officer says Captain Riker will be ready in just a moment. You need to see this. The report on the data breach.
Gonna do this chapter.
Damn.
And then
Worse than I
we'll
hoped.
end it
They didn't
when
just
this one
compromise
ends.
our shields. They stole the shield algorithms for all of Starfleet as well. Meaning every ship is potentially vulnerable to attack, making this so much worse than it already was.
Given the potential consequences, we should notify Starfleet as soon as possible.
I don't disagree, but I'll reach out to Ambassador Spock about it. I don't want to cause a panic, and I doubt he does either.
I have Captain Riker for you.
Ooh.
Let's not mention any of this shield business to Riker just yet. Put him through. Captain Riker, this is my first officer, Commander Jara Rydek.
My pleasure.
Sir.
I wish we were all meeting under better circumstances.
So do I, although you and I have actually met before.
We have?
I was a young lieutenant on the Potemkin. You were first officer on the Tuckerman. I piloted you and our science officer in a shuttle to survey quantum resonance in the planetary rings of Residia 6.
Oh, yes. Now I remember.
You know, he gave me some good advice that day about a very difficult job. Yours.
Well, I'm not one to turn down some words of wisdom, sir.
Then let me ask, as first officer on a starship, where does your responsibility lie, first and foremost? To the captain, the crew, or the ship itself?
Oh, this old chestnut. I am curious to hear what she says, though.
Ultimately, my responsibility is to the crew at large.
The needs of the many. You have been hanging around Ambassador Spock. But the truth is,
the captain doesn't like that.
It's a trick question. Every situation is different, and there are no easy answers. And in some cases, it might not be any of those three. It could be the prime directive. Or the mission.
Yes, so perhaps we should get to the matter at hand. When you were with the Enterprise, you encountered a Takan entity known as Portal 6-3. The Enterprise was held captive in orbit until you were able to convince him to let the ship go.
All of which is detailed in the mission report.
What we want from you is what we can't get from the report. What can we use to get Portal 6-3 to help us?
I've often thought about that over the years. How a small difference in the encounter could have led to disaster. The most important thing is, don't let him push you around. He can appear as a man, or as a godlike projection. He'll test you. But don't be overwhelmed by the pageantry and theatrics.
Are you sure about that? I don't want to anger him.
No, you certainly do not. With a wave of his hand, he could clip your wings and cripple the Resolute. Portal is full of bluster and bravado, but he can be reasoned with. And that's my other piece of advice. You want to appeal to him rationally. You don't want him thinking you're acting out of fear.
But we are afraid of the Takan, and with good reason.
He's not the sort to suffer fools. And he'll lose interest if he feels his time is being wasted.
I suppose that's one thing we have in common.
Do you think he knows that the Takan have returned?
He didn't even know they were gone when we went there. But the moment the Enterprise dropped into orbit around Delphi Ardu 4, he downloaded the entirety of the ship's computer. So I'd expect the same when you get there.
What if he won't cooperate and we have to face these Takan ourselves?
Then we have a much bigger problem on our hands.
What I mean is, in the 16 years since you discovered this outpost, there has to have been research. Battle plans for what to do about the Takan if we encountered more of them. I need to know what they are.
If I had that answer, it would have been the first thing I told you.
We both know Command has had their share of hidden plans in the past. Like Admiral Hansen and Captain Shelby's Special Projects Division at Starfleet Tactical, devising new ways to take on the board.
Trust me, this isn't some Starfleet conspiracy to keep you in the dark. But if you two don't think you're equipped to make contact, you need to tell me now. Because there is no silver bullet here. Now's not the time to hesitate. I need to know you're up to this.
Were you equipped to meet Portal 6-3 all those years ago?
I'm here, aren't I?
Yes, you are. And we have the benefit of your experience on our side.
Well said.
Fair enough. There was a special task force that considered the Takan, and I was part of it. But because there were no other signs of the Empire, we determined the best course of action was to create a restricted zone around the Delphi-Ardu system. I have my concerns, but I'll clear the way with the brass for your travel into the restricted space. Just remember what I've told you. And it wouldn't hurt to read some Sun Tzu en route. Or Marcus Aurelius.
Anything else?
Machiavelli?
Thank you for your support, Captain Riker.
I wish I could be there myself. But my first officer would probably see to it that I stay on the bridge while they get all the excitement on the away mission. The burdens of command. Rest assured, the Federation is taking this threat very seriously. You won't be alone out there for too long.
Does this mean this is the only bit we're going to see of Riker?
Ambassador Spock said that the Khan stole some data from your central computer. What's that all about?
We're still assessing the extent of the breach. Nothing to report as of right now.
That's it? Ambassador Spock suggested it was something more serious, which is why I'm asking.
Oh, he's not going to like this.
One thing we know is that they stole Starfleet shield algorithms.
The shield algorithms? That could jeopardize every ship in the fleet.
We're still making sure our assessment is accurate. We don't want to raise alarms unnecessarily.
This is as real as it gets, Solano. I have to talk to Starfleet Command now, so I think this conversation has come to an end. I really do hope you get Portal 6-3 and find those Takan before this gets out of control.
He's going to be angry at me for
I
that.
specifically said I wanted to keep this under wraps. I thought we had an understanding. Now all of Starfleet will hear about this.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I didn't feel comfortable lying to a superior officer.
I have no problem telling Starfleet. I just didn't want Riker holding this over me. Now I have to think about the damage control of it all. You're dismissed.
Oh. He is a problem.
It's the automated Federation warning buoy. Transmitting the disable code Captain Riker provided.
That was unpleasant. Commander Ermont, what are the conditions of our systems?
All internal systems operational.
Commander Westbrook, what are your scans of the planet?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
No sign of this outrageously powerful Takan being?
I'm running a magneton scan now, but so far, nothing.
Where are you? Prep your way, team. We don't know if Portal 6-3 will cooperate. He's not an asset. He's an enemy. So be ready for anything.
I mean, he can be both. Okay. And we are gonna pause it there, guys. As, let's see, just over an hour. Yeah. So we got to see Riker. That's cool. I'm going to change the thumbnail to this video from the one I'd originally made so that I can give it the one with Riker instead. Because I don't actually know if he's going to come back into it. Let me just check. I did have one with Riker on. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll change that. Okay. Well, before I go, let's give a quick thank you to everyone that's joined in the stream. I knew it'd be a quiet stream because I know it was quite late on. Normally I don't say I start streaming this late. But a big thank you to the Gaming Lord 04, to Magnificent Logo, to Hardly Quinn, and to Eli287 Edits. I appreciate all of you for swinging by and joining the stream. Thank you to everyone who has watched or watched it retrospectively as well once it's live as or active as a video. If you enjoy this, if you want to see more Star Trek content, let me know. I mean, There isn't many Star Trek games out there, but could always take a look at some of the older Star Trek games, see if I can do some retro reviews of them and stuff, if I can access them, that is. But yeah, other than that, guys, I hope everyone has a great night. I hope everyone has a great weekend. I will probably do at least one more stream over the weekend at some point, so keep an eye out for that. Other than that, guys, look after yourselves, have fun, take care, and of course, take the high ground.